Welcome to Quick Tip with Joy. Today I want to talk about paper. Oh my gosh, there are so many, and which one do you buy for what? Well, many people start, and excuse my desk because I had to raise the camera up far enough to get here, but most people just buy copy paper, regular copy paper. This is 20 pound. It's very thin. You can see when you're looking through the light, you can see my hand through it. A lot of people use that. It's fine. If you're going to coffee dye or use any kind of liquid on it, pardon me, then it might not be ideal. Now, to let you know, I have a laser printer, so I'm kind of judging everything on laser printer versus an inkjet printer. But personally, I use this for all the junk that I do not care to keep. I don't put that in my journals at all. I'm just going to start at the top and go down. That's what I'm going to do. So there's many different kinds. This one I've bought, and it's an extra heavyweight. It says it's 300 GSM, 110 pound. It is so thick. Can you see how thick that is? It won't even go through my printer. I don't know if it'll go through an inkjet, but what I do use it for, since I purchased it, was I use it to back things that I need sturdier. So, if that's an option for you, that might be, you want to use thicker cardstock for things like your ephemera. And I'm not a fan of the way they put ephemera together on digital, because sometimes they might have something like a tag, which you need a thicker, you need something real thick, versus something that is an envelope that you don't want thick, because you need to bend those pages. And if it bends, if you're bending the cardboard, then it's going to just add so much more on the edges. It's going to crack, and I'm not a fan of the way that they put them together. Anyway, Astro Brights is one of the ones that I find many places, 65 pound, and here's a little flip of it. It's a generally good paper for cardstock. You don't want like a real thick paper for cardstock. Moving right along. Now, this one is my favorite right here. This is a Hammermill, and it is a 28 pound. I do love the 32 pound as well of, and I don't know what brand it was, but this paper, it is smooth and soft versus the cheap copy paper that you can just tell it's cheap. It's kind of like when you get either toilet paper or paper towel, you can tell the difference by the touch. This is really smooth. I get lots and lots of compliments on, what paper do you use, Joy? Because it's so shiny and pretty when it prints on LaserJet. You do have to watch that it says only for, like this one here. You have to watch and make sure that it is good for your actual printer. Okay, so this one I highly recommend. Don't know if it works that great. I have heard that one person used it for inkjet and didn't care for it. So let me keep going here. This one, and I got a deal steal on that one. It's a 65 pound. Now, you may want to buy a cream color versus the white when you're actually purchasing paper. And the reason is, if you're wanting to create kind of a grunge or a vintage look, you may want to just start with a paper that has some color to it. Now, this one's cream, 65 pound, and I like this paper. I like it a lot. Now, I bought it at a thrift store, so I don't know where. It's a Recollections is who it is. So one of the tips, though, if you're going to use a cream color or some kind of color to the ephemera, like this is the 65 pounds, so I would put my ephemera on this, then you really don't want to use white when you're making the rest. You want a cream color for that too. Otherwise, it might look a little bit weird in your journal as you're printing it off. Okay, let's get to this one. It's a 67 pound, and it says it's a semi-smooth finish. This is Nina, excuse me. It's premium cardstock. It has kind of a feel to it that's not real soft, but by the time you put the paper on it, you may, or not the paper, by the time that you put your ink and print it, then it might be smoother and softer. But right now, it's just kind of a rough type of feel. This one's fairly inexpensive on Amazon. I bought it. And the reason I bought it was a lady that I bought a journal from had purchased it. And I got her journal and it was just like a baby's bottom. I mean, it was so smooth. I was very impressed with it. And so I bought it. And for LaserJet, I'm not thrilled with it. I have 2 big packages of it. It says it's for laser or inkjet. And it, let's see, does it say the weight on it? Let me look on the end. Here we go, 67 Bristol. I'm sorry y'all can see my legs there. Didn't mean for you to have my legs in there, but I've got junk up there, so hey. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And occasionally, you may want to use vellum paper. Now, not all vellum will go through every machine, but a vellum is a beautiful finish on it. I put it on, there's an eco setting or a light color setting that you can use. You want to change it to that if you're going to use a vellum sheet. But it adds like a see-through, beautiful, like you're looking at glass almost to me. That's what it is. Anyway, I hope this helps. There's so many to choose from. You just got to find and play with your own, do your own thing and figure it out. But I've been through a lot of them. I just thought I would share with what I did find for myself because that is, that's what I'm here for, is to share what we can get. But this one definitely is my favorite. I hope you like my tip. Thank you for being here. And if you would like to see more from me, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll get the notifications. I'll see you next time. Remember, your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Have a wonderful day, guys.